very long. But I just got an advertisement on a video that I was watching, and it was a black woman. She's sitting on a porch, and she's talking about being someone yelling a racial slur to her. Well, she looked about as black as, you know, I have 50-50 mix, which is fine. I don't care. It's life. It's what we do. We're the melting pot known as the United States. I am a participant in the melting pot because my wife is Asian and we have a beautiful little boy named William. But anyway, this race crap, back in the 1960s, the black movement, the civil rights movement to integrate and segregation, and it worked. We all became the American people. We all had equal rights. Yes, there are bigots and scumbags everywhere in the world, and there are white people that hate black people, and there's a lot of black people that hate white people. So it's absolutely stupid. If we just treated one another with dignity and when dignity and respect is due, then we wouldn't have these problems. But this whole thing, this advertisement that I had to stomach listening to and watching, was a black woman claiming that when she was growing up, she had to be white. Well, she was 57 years old. Now, I'm sorry, you're 57 years old. You were a child during the civil rights movement, and during the 70s, everything kind of leveled out. The 80s, the 90s happened, the early 2000s, and then in about 2008, it all fired up again. And now, after watching that commercial, it brings me and makes me think that the civil rights movement was bullshit. The blacks don't want to integrate with the whites. They just want to hate on whites. And, now whites are saying, I'm sorry for being white. When I grew up getting along with everybody, whether you were Asian, black, Indian, it didn't matter. We didn't have a problem. I remember when I was a kid, this Dominican kid came into our public school, and he was a little bit of a prick, but he expected to be treated by white people like he was, inferior, in which he was not. We welcomed him with open arms. Boom Swang Pangwan was a kid that we went to school with. He was from, like, Cambodia. And you know what? We grew up together. We lived and worked together. We went to school together. Nobody picked on him. Everybody was friends. It was good. But now, Sephora is the name of the company that put out this atrocious commercial. Was like, it's for black people only. White people do not apply. Well, you do realize that there are white women out there with curly hair, just like black people. You do realize that, and maybe your product would be beneficial to the white women, or maybe the Indian women, or whoever has this pin curl hair. It's sheep's wool. And that's what it is. So Sephora, shame on you. Shame on you. You are not helping. Yes, black folk have different hair. I get it. But you don't have to make this thing about racial inferiority. It doesn't have to be that. It could just be, hey, you know what? Here's an uplifting video about our products that's designed for black women. But hey, if you're white or any other color, I can't say race, but any other color, and you have the type of hair that our